Okay, here we go. This is a 1962 TR4 Triumph. Now, for you who know me, probably you know I'm kind of into muscle cars. I've had tons of them over the years. And I'm not an expert on these cars by any means, but I do know that this is a wicked nice, an original TR4 that's belonged to a local couple here. They've owned it for like 15 years and just don't drive it. You know, it's been sitting, you know, it's in storage, you know, they drive it sparingly, hasn't been driven in the rain, nothing in the winter obviously. It's got the nice soft top, which I'll put on, you'll see it in the pictures, and it's also got the hard top, which I'm told is kind of rare on these cars. So, you know, I've got all three numbers, you know, that plate number, the body number, the engine number. I've got all those for people who know more than I do, obviously, about these cars and what's important to them. I do know that even the hubcaps have got some rust on them, but they decided to keep them because I think someone might want to take those and have them refurbished. This car is really nice. Some of the issues that I know of just from driving it is I just think the carburetors need to be adjusted. It seems to be gassy, you know, overloading down low, but once you get it on the road and give it a little some RPMs, it seems to clear right up. There are some other issues. I think the blinkers aren't working, the lights are all working. I know the wipers work, the horn works. I mean, the car's in really nice condition. I'm going to obviously walk around, show you the car. I mean, I'm assuming these are pretty rare. I had read that in '62 they decided to put the crank-up windows in a trunk in it so that you could actually, you know, put some stuff in and drive it rather than just road race with it. So this car does have that. It's in really nice condition. Tires are really nice on it. Again, the people who've had it, they just simply, you know, they've had it for 15 years, but it just really haven't driven it. They were told that it's been repainted one time. Again, it does have the optional hard top. I've got a few pictures, no, not that I took, but that they took, you know, with that hard top on. You can see it looks pretty cool. But again, I'll start it pretty quick here. I've got a lot of pictures of the exterior, the interior, the trunk, engine compartment, and because those ID numbers. So again, I'm no expert on these, but I mean, just looking at this car, it's pretty darn nice. And again, it is a '62, which was the first year for the roll-up windows in the trunk. And I'm assuming they used to road race with these originally. I mean, there's a spot right there, you can see. Right there. I mean, the interior is pretty nice on it. All the gauges, looks like the original steering wheel, I'm assuming. I mean, I know these came with gray carpets. I mean, that could be the original carpet. I just don't know. It's possible. The car is pretty nice. The antenna went there, but it's not on, so that radio doesn't work. Again, it's pretty nice. Beautiful car, that color red. Just don't think there's a lot of these out there for sale, and this could be one that someone could just take and do some work. That's where that hard top drops in right there, and the soft top. So I'm going to start this up so you can hear it. I'll pop the hood so you can see the engine compartment. Again, it's pretty darn nice. I mean, the doors are all nice on it. Don't see any rust on it. I'm not saying that at some point they didn't have a little bit of rust on it when they restored it, but I just don't know. That tachometer is not working. Speedometer works. I don't think the fuel gauge works. It doesn't appear to. Again, just taking a look at it. The oil pressure gauge works. The amp works. The temperature works. Speedometer works. Looks like 82,033 miles, if that's original. There's a radio, which is not working. All these I'm not even sure what some of these are for. I know that one of these is a choke, I think, like right here. Again, the blinkers aren't working, the horn works. And we'll just look in here real quick. There's some paperwork in there. not even sure about the emergency brake. I don't know. But let's see if we can get it started. At least you can hear it run. And go from there and see what we got. I know one thing, this reminds me of my old Corvettes getting in and out of, if you're tall like me. So let's check it out. I did find out the trunk release, the hood release is on the passenger side, which I didn't know, but there we go. There you go. So just so you know, that's one of the numbers right there. See it okay? It looks pretty damn clean. There's really no rust in here anywhere. And I'm assuming that's pretty much all original carburetors and everything. And there's another number. I can see enough. I've got pictures of this anyways. And down in here, block is the block number. So I'm thinking all the important numbers are there. And the idle's fine. I just think it's got something to do with the carburetors, or maybe they're getting too much gas or timing. I just don't know anything on these older cars. It doesn't sound too bad. And then the hood cleans the whistle. So let's go on the other side. I'm going to close that hood up. Let's just step back here a little bit. So there you go, man. Pretty darn nice for somebody. 1962 TR4. Says one repaint. Doesn't look like there's any rust other than maybe on the hubcaps. It need to be the originals by the looks. I think it needs to be tuned up a little bit. There's a few little tweaks in some of the electrical stuff. You know, like the obviously the fuel gauge and maybe the blinkers. But other than that, it's pretty darn nice. So we got to buy it now. I don't know. I just don't think you're going to find too many of these around. I haven't seen too many around. And I think the ones that are completely restored are quite expensive. So anyways, if you got any questions, ask me, and I'll try to find out any answers I can from the owners if I can. Say I'm not real familiar with these cars, but I can tell it's pretty darn nice. So there you go. If you like it, put a bid on it. Other than that, check it out.